steps up. He's going to run. Cuts out to his left. Tries to get around the defender to 10 at the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Colorado!
There's the touchdown run. Third one of the season. Second one as many weeks by Shedeur Sanders. He also had one throwing as the Buffs get a hard-fought win, 27-24 over Arizona State here in Tempe. Back in the Stampede, voice of the West Mark Johnson. Our quarterback, Bobby PESAVENTO, out there. Well, I was like pulling a log uphill the entire ball game, wasn't it?
That was a tough game.
Yeah.
But, I think they can take a lot from this game because of how difficult it was. I mean, the first half was a struggle. We couldn't put any pressure on their passer. We couldn't move the ball on offense. I mean, it was a tough game, but, so much credit to these kids and their perseverance and how hard they play and they stick this thing out. And, when you got number 2 back there, I think you're always in the game. Yeah. So, and that's a good thing.
Oh, without question. The problem is he's taken far too many hits. I mean, he put up some numbers today, not huge numbers, but effective numbers. And the fact that he got sacked 5 times this ballgame, Bobby, that's 30 on the season on him now. 31 total against the Buffalo. The Colorado record's 54. That's not a record you want to get to, and you can't keep putting him on the ground like that.
No, way too many hits, right? And I think because of all those hits, it probably makes him a little reluctant to use his feet more, and he can be pretty good at it. So we got to do a better job of either shoring up the offensive line or getting the ball out of his hands a lot faster, or a combination of each, because we got to keep that guy healthy.
Coach Prime wasn't happy after this ball game. He was not pleased on many respects. Players, coaches, he's trying to figure this thing out. You're 6 games in, or 4-2, which is an awful nice record, but there's a lot of improvement for this team.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot they can get better at, but, I think he's frustrated at the players, the coaches, but I would imagine they're all frustrated too.
Sure.
Right? Because they know how much talent they have, and he keeps saying, we haven't put offense, defense, special teams together in one game yet. So I think there's a lot more here for them, but there's definitely some frustration right now.
Inconsistency of problem here. Now, what's interesting about this is how it seems like every game somebody else steps up. Last week was Amari Miller. Today, Jelani Antonio comes out of nowhere and has a big ball game. That's the interesting part. No matter who the opposition tries to shut down, seems like we've got one answer out there.
That's a really good problem to have.
Yeah.
We got a lot of weapons out there, right? And it seems like if one guy goes down, all of a sudden we find out, hey, we got another pretty good player here. So we need more footballs to go around.
Yeah.
With.
The quarterback, though, has not been a problem. He's been outstanding under duress, still making big plays, and we heard from number 2 after the game.
Powered by Ford. Cars, trucks, and SUVs built for America. Built Ford proud.
Know what time it is. They left too much time on the clock, and we knew that. Nobody on the sideline panicked, flinched. Nobody didn't believe. The coaches just knew what was going to happen, and I definitely knew what was going to happen because you're going to do what it takes to win. But they simply left too much time on the clock, and you know what mode we went. We went Brady mode / legendary mode. Now we got a lot of great receivers, even some of the players I wasn't able to get on the field today, so it's just about who's going and whose day it is. They rotate a lot, and we all know they're going to double team Xavier Weaver. That's to try to take him out the game. So it's just the next guy got to step up. Really just taking accountability of what's going on in the game. I'm holding the ball a little bit too long, not really going through everything, not basically playing perfect. So that's all it was. And then I'm on the sideline frustrated, and it's like, it's time. It's time to do whatever it takes to win. And by any means, you could take matters in your own hands. You got the will, you got it inside of you. At that point, it was, okay, cool. Let's go legendary mode. Let's lock in. Let's do it.
Shedeur Sanders after the ball game had a passing touchdown, rushing touchdown, and he put them in position to get the game-winning field goal. Late in the contest, 50 seconds remaining. Buffs get the ball first down at Denver, the 25. You're thinking, okay, maybe conservative. He told us afterward on the post-game, he said, what are you kidding me? You got 50 seconds and I'm out there. Why go conservative? You love that kind of confidence.
Love that attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you want as your leader, right?
Yeah.
You're in that position. Give me the ball. Let's go win it.
This team now goes back home. You got Stanford coming in on Friday nights. Can they find some answers by next Friday? I mean,
you would like to think so.
Yeah.
But they got to go watch film. They got to see where the mistakes were. They got to find out how to clean it up. And they just got to keep grinding. I mean, wins are wins are wins. I don't care what it looks like at the end of the day, right? There's that old saying, there's no picture on a scorecard, right? As long as you get that W. So, but they do have some improvement to do, and hopefully they can figure it out in a short week.
They're not going to face the same kind of offense as we saw against Oregon and Stanford. The defense has got its issues right now. And I don't know that you fix this, but you do just got to start shoring up some of the holes, right?
Yeah, and I don't know what the answer is right now because it seems like they're not pressuring the quarterback enough. When teams want to run in between the tackles, they're able to do that, right? And then when they want to throw it down the field, that they have some holes there. But hopefully we can keep being opportunistic and create turnover, because we have been good at that. But it would make life a lot easier if they could shore up the defense and not rely on all those turnovers.
That's one of the things about this team, and I don't know where that quality comes from, because if you look at the numbers on the defensive side, not so much on the offensive side, you don't see a lot of positives in there. But it is the fact that this team makes plays when they need to. Getting a tackle, no turnovers tonight. They've done that on a regular basis. So it does say this team does have that penchant in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. Make the play when you need to make the play. So, and maybe they got their backs up against the wall a little more than they want to, but they do step up when they need to.
So the Buffaloes get the win, 27-24 as they knock off Arizona State here at Stampede. That's quarterback Bobby PESAVENTO coming up next. We're going to hear more from the head coach, Coach Prime, in a moment.